Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Recap, Guys Review. Last night was Clayton Eckhart's season hometown episode of The Bachelor, where he got to meet the parents and some grandparents and some siblings and some friends of 4 of his finalists. How does it turn out? You guys know. We're going to recap it right now. As you know, no edits, no jump cuts, just me, you guys, some notes, a couple graphics. We'll seal the deal. We'll do it. What do you guys think? Follow me on Instagram at DNeals. And don't forget, you can like this video an odd number of times, 1, 3, or 5. And then you can subscribe if you haven't already. Double check. Make sure you're subscribed. And don't forget, if you want some extra content after this video today, I'll be doing what I call Work with Dave, which is a private live stream where I'll make the next videos. You'll get to watch me put the thumbnails together and all that jazz. Let's get into it. Susie's in Virginia. First hometown date. Time to find out if Clayton likes being choked. He's like, likes being choked? I've been getting my nuts kicked in by Reddit for the last 6 weeks. Choking's a walk in the park. All right, so that's where they're at. Clayton gets the free bouquet of flowers for the hometown dates. And I'm like, listen, you're going to need every last rose you can get. Call in the florist. Clayton needs to make some moms happy. Susie's dad is adorable. Gosh, I love older folks, right? I don't think I have an image. I don't have a graphic of them. I just love older folks. I don't know what it is. They want the best for their kid. The show never tries to really give the parents a villain edit. You kind of always understand they're going to be protective. Seeing Susie reconcile her dad being sick, as she says the thought of him not being at her wedding, she gets emotional. Her dad's in recovery. But of course, yeah, that idea, like, will my dad be able to walk me down the aisle? You get to really see this amazing bond. Susie breaks down saying her dad is the gold standard for how to be a good man. And then Susie's dad tells Clayton how special Susie is. He says, I'm surprised someone hasn't nabbed her yet. Clayton describes her exes as dumb as a box of rocks. Well, Clayton, let's see how your season ends before we start accusing, and maybe you'll be part of that statistic. We'll have to see. Susie's mom asks Clayton, I got a graphic of her, asks Clayton if he loves Susie, and he starts to play dodgeball with these questions, which is what you got to do. He doesn't directly answer, beats around the bush respectfully. He kind of had practice. That's what you got to do. If you're the Bachelor, you have to learn how to avoid questions. You're kind of like running for office. Are you telling me you didn't vote for the second? Well, back when I was there, I love him. You just start off to juke and jive. Susie's mom says, proceed with caution to Susie, which is probably the best advice you could ever have when it comes to preparing for the fantasy suites. Just proceed with caution, Be careful where you back yourself up into. Beep, beep, and just beep, beep, I think we have that, this is, if you want to proceed with caution, it just sounds a little bit like this. Yeah. Okay, Susie, fantasy suites are next. Just proceed with caution. All right. That's your extra special graphic of the day. They go hiking in the woods. Gabby, you're up next. Great. Clayton says Gabby is the funniest woman alive. I think a lot of people agree that she brings a lot of humor to situations, but a lot of times with humor, people say, are you masking something? Are you hiding your real emotions with some humor? Are we going to get to Gabby doing something grandiose? Gabby takes Clayton to Proposal Rock. And I looked over my fiance and I was like, I think they're making these things up. I don't think there's a Proposal Rock there just randomly. She goes, no doy. I was like, okay, I'm just saying. Kind of feel like there's a little bit of a production happening here. So can you imagine the NYU, grad student who's like, Mom, I got my big break. I'm going to be working on The Bachelor. Oh, that's amazing. Are you going to be running camera? Are you going to be directing the storyline? Working in post-production with the editors? No, I'm going to paint Proposal Rock. Hey, you got to start somewhere. He's like, at least I'm not painting their butt cheeks for the, when they all have a bikini date. The Photoshop that they do in the butt crack for FCC. All right. Gabby takes Clayton to Proposal Rock, and she says, look in your bag. And that's how you spell it out for your man. She's like, I've already ordered the ring. All you have to do is take it out of the box and put it on my finger. Can you handle that? He's like, I don't think so. I don't think I can do that. They whip out the portable hot tub. Where do they find the portable hot tub? They got to get, do they have a power generator hooked up to it? How do they get the bubbles unless they, just ate Thai food? Are they farting in the hot tub? That's the question. Been a while since we've seen the mobile jets. Well, Thai food doesn't really give me gas. It's more of a end product issue. Gas, I would say maybe a bunch of French fries. What's a good date night food that they want to avoid if they don't want gas? These are the types of things you need to think about when proceeding with caution. All right, folks. Okay, they whip out. I know a lot of people, my dog gets all upset when you hit the button. Well, calm your dog down. Let him join us here. Gabby takes Clayton there. They whip out the hot tub. We got that. They always have to clean out the hot tub filters. You never want a dirty hot tub filter when it comes to the Bachelor. God knows what that hot tub's been through. Gabby introduces Clayton to her family. Her dad couldn't make it due to COVID. Listen, I love a good COVID excuse, just like the next guy. You know what I mean? Oh, I can't. 50 years from now. Yeah, Grandpa Dave, will you come to my recital? Well, COVID's making its rounds. Grandpa, COVID hasn't been around for 47 years. Well, out of safety and precaution, I'm gonna have to bow out of going to your, Boy Scout ceremony there, Timmy. No, but seriously, of course he has. He couldn't go because his wife, right, has cancer. Is that right? His girlfriend. So clearly, thoughts and prayers to them, and want to keep them safe. So Gabby Gabby asks her grandpa what he thinks of Clayton, and then Grandpa says, Clayton, and I gotta love this guy, right? Grandpa John, is that his name? Got a nice sweater. He's got the perfect grandpa outfit. He says, I think he's full of shit. That's what he says right there. And of course, they play the hell out of that for their, trailers. It's a good sound bite, but then of course, clearly he's kidding. He says he's full of shit, then breaks his silence with laughter. He's adorable. Love this family's humor. You could truly see where Gabby gets her humor from. The families, they're full of love. I'd love to see this. My grandfather, I never really got to know the guy. You know what I mean? He's got his own battles. The guy couldn't pick me out of a lineup. It's kind of sad, really. I want to be Grandpa John. I want to be able to make fun of my granddaughter as she proceeds with caution. You know what I mean? All right. Someday, can you imagine 50 years from now? Welcome to Bachelor season 97. We get to meet, Stacia's grandfather, Dave. Back in my day, I was a power recapper. You see, we used to have a thing called the internet before Russia wiped out cybersecurity, well, we'll have to see if we can make it through the next few weeks here. We've got cyber attacks might be coming. I'll try to. If the internet goes down, catch me on the hill. I'll be doing live recaps at the amphitheater. For me and the guy walking his dog. All right, pray for Ukraine. Gabby, I mean that. Gabby asks. She said the grandfather says, "Be flexible, be forgiving, and keep on loving." Which, by the way, that's some great advice. Be flexible, that's not just for the fantasy suite. You know what I mean? Be flexible, be forgiving, and keep on loving. Gabby says she wishes her dad could be there. Then we hear a honk coming from outside. Wasn't that fun? Oh, I wish my dad could be here. Beep, beep. And then he comes out and he does the hi Gabby girl, it's me. I love you. How are you? We miss you. I can't wait to see you soon. Blah, blah, blah. Does the whole sign thing. Now, where do we attribute this sign thing from? This is kind of a Love Actually thing, right? Now, we know the outdoor stereo, right? That's Say Anything. That was kind of like the initial, show, don't tell, right? That was a show, don't tell, where like you can see the power working, but they didn't really have to say much. And this is kind of like the same vibe there. Her dad shows up, socially distanced, giant cue cards, very adorable. Then we go to Serene. Let's go to Serene. Oh, here we are. Free falling. Serene, Oklahoma City. They do a heights challenge. Clayton fears for his life, right? One step at a time. He's nervous. His knees are shaking. His arms are sweaty, whatever that Eminem song is. And then Serene burns through the rope challenge like, doo, 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 doo. No fear. He goes, what the hell was that? How'd you do that? It's always fun to, make fun of someone else's fears. Serene mentions her dad won't be there tonight. I kind of like these dads deciding to not be a part of the show. Like, I think all dads should boycott the show. Come on, it's stupid. Serene's brother says he's surprised that she opened up to him so quickly. Says, please be careful with her. Nice brother. He's a good guy. Of course, everyone wants him on Bachelor in Paradise now because he's cute, so we love that. Serene tells her mom she's falling in love with Clayton. Big deal. Big brother says, I don't want you to feel pain. I've been on that 3 a.m. phone call with you. And of course, they're trying to protect her, as you do. She tells Clayton she's in love with him. He can't stop smiling. A pretty good hometown date. So Serene, she brings out the heavy artillery. She says, I love you. I think she's the first one to do it, right? So she's got it going on. All right. Rachel's hometown date, Florida. The whole date's about showing us different ways that Florida can kill you, right? You got Dad Tony, spiders, Crocodiles. They go canoeing in a clear canoe. I don't trust that in Gatorland. I don't want a clear canoe. Florida has plenty of ways to kill you. Bath salts, gators on bath salts. A lot of things can go on. And then we see this guy. What the hell kind of wild are those? Now this spider butt, are those baby spiders? I think that whole thing are just baby and I heard Tasha goes, if you step on one of those spiders, all the babies run up your golly. They go swimming at the kissing tree. Again, they had to paint the kissing tree sign. Some NYU grad had to shimmy his way up a tree with a, he had to have a, his, did I spell it right? That's $200,000 worth of student loans right there. All right. They are laying down in a sandbar, making out. Get out of the water. What are you doing? You don't, first of all, you don't want a boner in fresh water, okay? You don't want to give a direct access. You don't want to give a HOV lane to any sort of, urethra leeches or whatever they have going on there. I might be fear-mongering, folks, but there might be some leeches in that lake, and I don't want to find out. Get out of the lake. Get out of the river. It ain't worth it. Although it is pretty sexy how they're kind of making out of the water. But, I'm sure afterwards they're like, can we go now? Did you get the shot? Okay, we're going to go back to the jacuzzi. Bring in the jacuzzi. All right, time to meet some Florida parents. Never too soon. Oh boy, Rachel already warned Clayton that her dad won't approve of him. Tony barely says hello. Although, I'll be honest, I like Tony. I think we all like Tony. Tony's not going to give it up. He's not going to say, all right, I'll play by your games. Like, this guy's seen things. This guy's been places, right? He's not afraid of a little Clayton coming in with his biceps. Tony's got a bald head of judgment that he's coming down on. And, all right, so... I kind of feel bad for all the close-up shots they have on Rachel's dad, Tony. He just seems like a guy who doesn't express himself outwardly. Rachel's friends ask how she feels about fantasy suites. Foreshadow. Her friends say 2 months from now, who's going to be here to pick up the pieces? And boy, that's some premonition if we've ever heard one. Clayton sits one-on-one with Big Tone, the old Tone Zone. While Rachel says she's terrified and hopes her dad can be civil with him, Bachelor producers love a Tony. Tony's rocking on the chair of the porch. That's intimidating. It's intimidating when a dad's rocking on a chair that's not meant for rocking. He's just created a rocking chair. Every dad out there can do two things. They can create a rocking chair and they can stare at things for hours for no reason. You ever see a dad just staring at his lawn? The better thing is when you see a dad staring at somebody else's lawn. He's just looking at the neighbor's lawn like, what kind of fertilizer is that MFer using? I can't have another guy's lawn looking better than mine, Oh, I can't wait for those dad days. Oh, I can't wait. Tasha's going to wake up early in the morning. Where's Dave? She's just going to see me staring at the neighbor's lawn, rocking in a rocking chair, saying, I will rue the day that my lawn can become as green. I need to get sponsored by Scott's Lawn Care. That's what I need. All right, that had nothing to do with anything. Love a good dad. Tony's rocking. So Tony asked Clayton, how will he protect Rachel from heartbreak? Clayton says he does not have a crystal ball. Never use that as an excuse for a protective dad. Tony tells Clayton he's just another face until Rachel tells him otherwise. Tony says if Rachel gives him a good word, he will pat Clayton on the arm on the way out. I've never been so excited to see this before. He's like, if I like you, I'll give you 2 pats on the way out. They got some sort of symbology happening there. And then as they leave, the dad just gives him that 2 pat, and good on Bachelor producers for slowing that down and making some black and white there. They should have cut to a shot of me cheering. Woo, we did it! I was excited for that. Died laughing. That was probably the funniest part of the season so far for me, to be completely honest. Rose ceremony. Roses for Susie, Gabby, Rachel. Serene gets crushed. Right after she says she loves him, she says, can I ask you what it was? And he's like, the other people I liked more. You know what I mean? There's never a good answer. Man, she seems shocked. And that's what you get for opening up. Be brave, be vulnerable, they say, and get decimated on TV. Shout out to Serene. She left it all out there. We love Serene. There's nothing she did wrong. Everyone in the comment section that I saw was basically saying, we're glad Serene got dumped by him because, it's protecting you for what would have been a not good next couple episodes. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. That's the hometown recap. We have tons of content coming your way today. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to join the Patreon, you can join us there for Work with Dave as little as $5 a month. Patreon.com/Dave Neal if you want the behind the scenes membership. All right, folks, leave a comment. We'll see you in a bit.